So about a year ago, I was shopping for my GT-R restoration online, and I might have spent a few $1,000s.
President Trump announces new tariffs, 25% on both Japan and South Korea.
今般米国政府がすでに課している追加関税に加え、関税
You know, I kind of thought about it, and no. So you want to know the cheapest way to get the parts I already paid for? So here's the plan. I'm in Japan for 2 weeks, and there's a few things I want to cross off my list. We have about $1,000 in JDM parts to bring home to restore my GT-R with, and I'm also here to attend possibly the biggest GT-R event of the year, ours meeting at Fuji Speedway. But first, this trip begins with the newest member of my car family and possibly the rarest car I'll ever own, introducing my Crown Athlete VX. So you're probably like, Magnus, you know, you had a Crown, and now you have another Crown. Why do you do it? So let me tell you why this is like one of the most badass vehicles of all time. So if you know, the Athlete Vs are basically the turbo models. They come 1JZ GTE. This is a VX. So they only made 300 of these, and they're Yamaha tuned. If you think about how Nismo has some like special packages, imagine that, but with the Crown from factory. So this is basically like a souped up Crown. And what I mean by that is it has a few performance upgrades. For example, the turbo is different. It spools a little bit quicker. I'll talk about that a little bit later. We have a Yamaha damper performance bar. So this thing is fluid filled, right? And it keeps the car in check. We also have this, which is called the X-Ray system. It is electronic damper control for all four corners, 2 in front, 2 in back. So the VX also comes with this special aero bumper. It might not look like it, but this entire thing, including the front lip, is fiberglass. So keep in mind, all that stuff is basically factory standard. So everything that I mentioned prior, every single VX has it. But this one goes a little bit higher. The previous owner did some stuff to it, and it's also kind of option. Let me show you. So the VXs basically came in 4 colors. This one is a pearl white, and it also has a factory sunroof. So if you know the VIP community, people love the sunroofs, and that's pretty sought after. Now, if you look inside, look at this. It has leather seats, leather door cards, and the vehicle also has factory navigation. Some people like it, some people don't because it's pretty outdated, but it's still pretty cool to have. So in terms of options, this thing also has power seats. So this, you move it forward, move it backwards. My luggage is there, so please ignore it, but you can tilt it, you can do whatever with it. It is pretty cool that you can do it from this side. You might be noticing that the interior feels a little bit premium, no pun intended. But there's a Crown tier level called Premium. So what they did is they swapped out the black wood trim for the premium wood trim. So if you look in the rear too, so this thing also has rear power seats. So this right here is the shade button. Basically a shade comes up. So at first I was thinking about modifying it. I'm like R154 swap, I was gonna get like an HS turbo, but after driving it, I don't think I can do it anymore. This might be a little bit controversial. I get the cars I had, you know, S15, GT-R. I think out of the box, this is like the best car I've ever owned. I know that GT-Rs are like pretty crazy once you modify them, but a factory car that feels like this is fucking ridiculous. So if you drive the normal Crowns, you know the turbo is a little bit, I wanna say, it's not laggy, but it doesn't come on that hard. For whatever reason, the turbo that is in the VX just feels like it fully spools at like 3,000 RPM. Like, by no means is this the fastest car in the world, but whatever Modelista Yamaha did to tune this car from factory, it feels fucking amazing. So let me know what you think in the comments about the new daily. I know it's not an NSX, FD, GT-R, whatever, but this is one of the cars that they put their hearts and their souls into back in the day, and you really don't get that anymore. Over the next 2 weeks, this Crown is going to be my transportation, it's going to be my storage locker for parts, and sometimes it's even going to be my bed at night. Right now, ours meeting is going to happen in 2 days, and we're currently in Osaka, which means that we have to drive all the way across the country to Yokohama in preparation for the event. Dude, I am legit speechless. Like, I'm pretty sure this is real because look at the license plate. I think that is Gunma Prefecture, and it's just like super old. But oh my god, dude, I think it's legit. Just like a couple $1 million, I think, just sitting here in the rain. This is crazy. Yeah, for context, this is like middle of nowhere on the way to Nagoya. And I was doing a road trip, stopped here for gas and food, and randomly that's there. So those guys over there And there's some people behind me are probably also going to R's meeting. Like I passed them on the highway coming here, and I think that they traveled about maybe like 2 to 3 hours to be at Daikoku. So I'm assuming that they came from like one of the lower prefectures. They came all the way up here, and then tomorrow they're probably heading out to Fuji Speedway. Alright, so this GT-R has some very special wheels. These are GT500 Centralock styles. And of course, we are at the factory. Every single time I come to Japan, I always make an effort to come to a Mory factory. They have show cars that rotate in and out, so it's always worth checking out. This time, I'm also kind of here for parts, but something that I didn't expect was the large amount of people that just came simply for R's meeting. Alright, so continuing the R's meeting coverage, Tommy's business partner brought the 400R. This thing is fucking sick, dude. This is the first time I've seen it in person, and it is fucking clean. And of course, Horo, Millennium Jade all the way at the end. It is going to be crazy. I mean, look at these GT1s bling the fuck out with the chrome endless brakes, center caps, and then there's the vented 400R hood. Of course, down here we got the factory xenons. Then we have the carbon wing blade, slight adjustment. And I don't know if this is factory or not, but if you take a look, it is carbon fiber on Colorado plates in Japan. I don't know what exhaust he's running. I forgot. Maybe Raymax? Not sure. You over there, man? There's still more people pulling up, but they don't realize what they just missed. As a recap, we had to drive 8 hours to be at a Mory factory this morning. And unfortunately, we have to drive another 2 to 3 hours west back to Fuji Speedway. Okay, I think we're here. I saw a glimpse of the course, and the entrance should be somewhere to our right. Oh, my assumption would be correct. Fuji Speedway, boys. I'm assuming all these people here are for Fuji activities, or they are here for R's meeting, like this R35 GT-R. Well, we made it to the hotel, and the track is all the way over there. It's a pretty shitty day to have a meet because it's raining, it's windy, it's cold. But either way, I don't think they're canceling it, which is a good thing. Oh, look, I'm going to heaven. I see the light. Holy shit. Oh, this is a Navi car. Damn, there's something with the HES livery down there too. This is the Fuji Speedway Hotel. So apparently they upgraded my room, and it is so fancy. Like, I don't even know what to say. Look at that. Glass to the bedroom. Over here, there's a whole wardrobe. I don't even have this many clothes at home. What am I gonna do with this stuff? Ooh, ooh. So this window right here, apparently what they said is, I actually have not been here yet, but it's foggy, so you can't see it, right? You can see my beautiful face, but you should see Mount Fuji in that direction, but the weather is not too good. Apparently there's some stuff that you can do here. I actually got this. At the top it says Fuji Motorsports Museum. So that museum actually closes at 7 p.m. Right now it's like 5 something. I think I left my phone in the car, but we need a rush to go to that museum because tomorrow I will not have time because we're going to R's Day. Something I didn't expect was the museum on the second floor. Of course, I read online that they had some displays, and I thought to myself, okay, it's probably small. I was completely wrong. Now, I don't want to spoil everything here for people that actually want to go in person, but they had some cars that I've never seen in real life until today. I think if you're into cars, this is one of the things that you have to do at least once when you come to Japan. So we had to rush around a little bit because, you know, the place was closing. I'm pretty exhausted. We drove here, we went to a Mory factory, Daikoku, we saw the 400R, and tomorrow we're about to see a whole lot more. So I'm gonna call it for now. Very, very tired. We're gonna pick up tomorrow morning. Bye. Today is ours meeting at Fuji Speedway. I have no idea what to expect. At least right now it's not raining. But I can already see and hear cars coming in kind of since like 5 a.m. So I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna head out and let's check out ours meeting. Just walking through the entrance of this event, you can tell that it is a completely different level. Of course I'm biased, but having all the big GTR shops in one place to show off their cars and sell their products is a dream as a GTR owner. There's a little bit of a rush to see all the stalls, as some of them have deals and a limited amount of parts that they bring to sell, but we'll try our best to get through them all. A shop that's now at the top of my list after seeing it in person is Garage Active, who are known for their full carbon cars. They're located in Fukuoka, which for reference is over 11 hours away from this event, which is kind of what I meant earlier when I say people travel a long way just to be here. This active R32 was probably the best GTR I've seen, and it's nothing even close to my style or anything that I would do with my cars, if I had limited money that is. Being able to see so many different styles of the same car is what makes this platform so fun for me, and we've only just started walking through ours meeting. So I thought that there was only one of these things, but there is 2 Z-Tunes here today. And over here, this is another 400R, so there's 3 400Rs here. So behind all the stands, they actually have this section dedicated to people that wanted to enter their personal cars. And of this lot, there was some pretty crazy stuff that could have actually been in the show itself. There was this Hako that I am convinced is an actual GTR, and it was the most immaculate thing I've ever seen. So in one trip, seeing a 2000 GT and a Hako GTR is just crazy to me. So we're heading home. There's no way we could have checked out everything. There was like spectator lots or show car lots, and then there's people at booths. It was just fucking huge. That was probably the best singular car event I've ever been to. I did pick up a few things. I don't know if I'll show you at the end of this video, if I'll show you at the end of the trip, or maybe when we get back to America, but either way, we will pick up sometime later. So unfortunately, it is the saddest part of our trip. We're gonna head back home to America, but before that, I'm gonna show you what I picked up. So this is actually only half of it. I might have spoiled you guys before, but I am actually going some of the 40th stuff. So for example, the Nismo 40th anniversary wheel. And you can see that they have the old logo instead of the new logo. This is now kind of discontinued. Now moving on, we also have the Nismo 40th shift knob, and we also have the Nismo 40th anniversary radiator cap. Over here, it is not a limited edition part, but I took the time at a Mory factory to pick up new corner lights. So TSA might be saying, what the hell is this thing? They might be thinking it's a This is the Nismo intake collector. So this sits right before the intake manifold, and it smooths out airflow to all 6 cylinders. Oh shit, it's you guys, my viewers, waiting for me in my garage to work on the car that I've neglected for a couple of months. Today, we're going to be installing one of the things we got from Japan. So this video would not be complete if we did not install something. I used to have a Nardi, I sold the Nardi, and today we are replacing it with... Damn. It has been a while since we've installed anything. And then this is top, so it looks like it slots in right here. So some of you guys may still be wondering, you know what, Magnus, what is the cheapest way to get your car parts from Japan? Damn. Well, the answer is if you are mentally ill like me, you just fly there. Bye.